What's up? How's it going, everybody? Just needing to post my my G.I. Joe thing. So, how are you? How are you doing, Miss? What is it, Miss Ebony? Is that you? How's it going, everybody? No, single digit in the house, lurking. June, quickly, 22, Yojo, Cobra, quick, I hate inking, right? What's up? Quick, I hate inking, then, stupid hashtags. Page is looking good. Thanks, man. I'm really trying. I mean, I really like the way it looks. Like it just feels a little bit old timey, but still has enough vibrant color in it. So I'm really excited about it. And then I was able to I've got new Instagram things, right? And I've been able to use the texture stuff, and so we get. You get to see like the little textures and stuff in the, and it's just stuff that I've already drawn, right? Which is normally, it was very vibrant, very animation heavy, like that kind of stuff. But now I don't know, it's got this nice new look, and I'm digging it. All right, so I need to come in here. So what I'm actually about to do is come in here. Come in here, and we're gonna start a new file. I mean, I don't know if we need it that big, but sure. Okay. Now see, now we got that in there. Now we're gonna live trace it, right? Going to cheat a little bit. Try and make it nice and crisp. I don't remember where anything is. It has been too long. Ew, live trace. I'm not about to redo all this. I'm just gonna let the thing do it. Maybe. Oh. Guess we do need to actually go in and. No, that's not what we want either. Just have the live trace. Oh, come on. What are we doing here? Oh, and I've noticed that freaking Twitch has been having a really hard time lately is counting people. It's been crazy. For others serving in with other streamers today. And it was just like, you got like no people. I'm like, this person's certified and has 46,000 followers. What do you mean they don't have any people in here? So, what are you up to, man? New car stuff? Like what? Can't be that bad, right? I mean, everything should be awesome. Yeah, and got your new car on Saturday, right? Oh, what? Give some hype. 70, thank you so very much for those biddies. Do the hype. What? If I can find it. Hype. There it is. Hype. How you doing? Oh, the title stuff. Got it. Oh, okay. Ew, got it. Now I understand. Thank you for that, host. Now I got you. Yeah, that's never fun. Ooh, and you gotta go to the DMV. Ew. Alright. Now if we can just get that to be smaller. Those strokes too big. There we go. Whoa! You're snowed in? Thor trilogy. Mad at Eternals. You're mad at Eternals and He-Man Revelations? Why are you mad at He-Man? What was wrong with He-Man? Nothing was wrong with He-Man. Nothing was wrong with He-Man. What are we talking about here? I haven't seen Eternals either, but I'm like, come on. He-Man was awesome. What are we doing? Oh, I've gone too far. Like, I've gone too far. Ooh, that's nice and clean. I like that. They just let Evil in change and don't say where she was going. It's like, Sorry, what a day. What's going on, man? You're in your blockage. You need to. Oh no. Oh, dude. I'm so sorry. You know what? It's okay. We're gonna take that nice and deep as it is. Oops. Because for some reason it thinks that it's Got a color. And walked away. Put her scepter down and walked away. Well, I mean, they were showing her wrestling with being good and being mistreated and then trying to take over, and then she was dealing with a lot. And I think they were just like, you know what, there is good in her, so good luck. I don't know. I liked it. Super hot though. Is on the way. Oh wow, they're coming to your house? Today, and she has a mild respiratory infection. Jeez, everybody's cat's getting messed up. Sorry to hear that, guys. Go to the ER site. Oh, okay. No? Okay. Not gonna happen? Alright, so then we're just gonna go ahead and save this as, and put this onto the desktop. And we're gonna go, caption box border. I'm gonna say save. I'm gonna say sure. Right, and then we should be able to go back to Photoshop. Oh, what's up here? Oh, Skip. Thank you for that host. Come on. We come back here, and then should be able to bring this in. And be like, we shouldn't want anything in the background, right? Crop to, okay, good. Backlash of the first 5 episodes. That show I doubt it will be coming back, which is sad. I would love for them to bring that back. I thought it was awesome. And they introduced Hordak. I mean, come on. For those of you who don't know, Hordak didn't watch She-Ra and stuff like that. You know, Hordak, come on. Come on. Has anyone watched the other He-Man? No Teela like girls. I liked Teela. I was like, man, heck yeah. And you know what I didn't like though is when we got like epic.
The Ninja Empire is free, dominant, and unstoppable. Our ninja spirit is fueled by fire and driven by razor-sharp determination. When we take on a mission, we must succeed or die. Our style is unique and deadly, and no one wants to suffer the wrath of the Ninja Empire.
Thank you so very much for that subscription, Thunder Keys. 13 months. 13 months. Thank you so very much. Now that you got the headband on, you got to do the speech. I hear you. Thank you so very much for your continued support for the Ninja Empire. It means a lot. And as you can see, we are doing things. So we're bringing stuff together. I'm going to go ahead and give you some ninja hype. She likes women. What I didn't like when we got Evelyn to be like super Evelyn, and then she became more like Tila, haircut all short, got jacked, and I was like, oh, come on. Newgrounds is still a thing. It is. Whoops. It is indeed. Okay, so yeah, that's where we want that. They're gonna go up the main site, but it's easy to review. I can't even write them off. Yep. AG will be missed. That's not what I wanted. I have to start and finish Arcane. My students keep talking about it, and they're like, "Have you watched it yet?" I'm like, "No." They're like, "You need to watch it. And I'm like, I'm all up for watching it, but it's just one of those ones where time. For good things. What? Oh, we're talking about Arcane. I'm like, I have no idea. Subscription services. Blah. What subscription services are we mad at? We mad with you. All of them? Fair. I should probably be doing the lettering. Let's see what the cat wants. Okay. Should probably letter this in the correct book size. This made me watch Peacemaker series. Oh, it was good? Really? Okay. Good. I'm like, I should probably do this one at the right size. Bye. Alright, I guess now I need to check then. What size do these people want? Because I'm going to a new printer recommended by a fellow artist. Is this them? I think this is them. Do sketchbooks. Steelers get their the Chiefs were not playing. I caught the tail end of that. It was like, holy moly. They're just like, guess what? You all must die. The Steelers got eaten. But, you know, it happens. Yeah, okay, so this is the right one. Okay. So I need to go to their comics. Oh man, they even do holo foil, man. Select options. Man, where are your bad part? Additional information. There we go. Dimensions. That's what we need. All right. Steelers got here badly to convince the Steelers to win until about 2 minutes left, and we were down by 3 touchdowns. Yeah, that would do it. All right, so we're gonna do a new one. We're gonna do inches, and it is 6.65 by 10.25. Don't worry about that. We're gonna make sure it's 400 DPI. Come here, we're gonna select all. C. Place that there. Thought you'd be on page 6 by now. I'm taking my time, man. Leave me alone. Literally taking my time. Like, I want to make sure that it works, because already, can you believe, like, already I look at this and I'm like, I started changing things. Not like, I love this look. Like, I love how the paper is on top of it and feeds through, because when I started making new Instagram images for the stream and stuff, right? Come on, pop up. Oh, that's right, you can't. I use the same texture and stuff, right? And I really do enjoy how the texture is coming through on all the art, you know, and stuff like that. So it just looks like this is on the paper. It just makes me happy. So now I'm like, by doing everything so slowly, I'm like, nope, we're gonna take our time. We're gonna make sure it works. We're gonna make sure it looks pretty. So should have waited for Mandala. No, the big battle royal, 10 people thick. One of the first to go. My goodness, come on. Mod Squad cheating each other. Oh! Miss Ebony with the stab in the back of the Mod Squad. Oh, AJ with the win. AJ with the win. So as we all know, it was rigged, right? But because of how it happened, you get all my hype, man. You get all my hype. The paper look. I wonder if you could push the blacks even further. I'm Frank Miller, being about ninjas and all. Plus, it just plays well with your style, I think. More, yeah. I mean, here's the thing. It's all gonna evolve, right? Because to be honest, as I was looking at everything first, it was still going off of the whole animation style, you know, open for a lot of color and stuff like that. But now, with this, who knows? Or in the next one, when things, maybe that's what happens when things get darker, as stuff culminates, it gets heavier and heavier blacks. That might be something. I don't know. It's all worth a try. Gotta see something. Yeah, see, it didn't. So in other words, I really do need to just bring this up. That'd be cool. Yeah, I think that might be interesting. You know, as we move forward, maybe when stuff becomes more and more dire, there's more and more death. Everything becomes a lot darker. It might be fun. All right. So we have that. So now that we are on the right size page, I'm bringing things in. At least that way I will know if it's the right size. I'm like, oh yeah, baby. Oh wait, but I can't do that now. Problem. Because without that, with bringing it over to the correct size without the word bubbles already in it, or just full black with glints of eyes glowing, or just word bubbles. There's just word bubbles, and then splash. Oh, come on! There's word bubbles. That would be so awesome. You come in, and there are just little glints and hints of stuff, but mostly it's all about how the blood splatters. So, like, maybe it's an issue in Ninjas killing word bubbles. Maybe it's a, you have a person and he's walking in, right? And he walks into a room and then knocks over the lantern or kills the lights or whatever, and then it's all black. And all you hear is, oh, where is he? I don't see him. Blah, 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 blah. And then it's just, and then you just see the blood splatter out of someone, or there's a small explosion. But the majority of the book is just black. Alright, so what I've noticed is that if I bring in this after, right, like afterwards, it doesn't get affected, right? Like this stays under and it actually gets affected by the, right? Yeah, so it actually is getting affected by the paper overlay, so it looks like it's on there. So it looks to me like I'm gonna have to letter everything and then shrink it down and then see where we go from there. All right, see, live and learn. Control. We're all learning together. Here he's just partially covered in blood, but he is fighting the darkness of ninjas. Yeah. When he slash, yeah, and then maybe the only way that we actually see him is as he splatters blood, bits of it gets onto him, right? And so we get to see more and more of the figure because it becomes more and more covered in blood. Like that might be something too. It sounds like a great, like, not necessarily a like an April Fool's joke, But, you know, yeah, yeah. Man, that opening scene in Ninja Assassin, like, I was ready to get out. Like, I was ready to leave at that point. Like, this movie doesn't need to do anything else. 5 minutes in, gave me everything I needed out of a ninja movie. Everything with, I guess it's 10 minutes, but everything I needed. The only thing, like, I love Ninja Assassin. The only thing that really bums me out about Ninja Assassin is the fake blood. Right? Like, it's just like, oh, come on, guys. You couldn't, all this stuff you're doing and you couldn't invest in some blood packs? Blood, the last family. Oh, there are forms of blood on them. Yeah. I need to see that. I can see that. I think I can do something with that. And then it's just, you get the whispers. Because I did, oh man, I love the little effect that they had. They were talking to each other, but it was all in like little whispers. Oh, it was so good. Well, yeah. Yeah. Oh man, this is so gonna happen. I am now. I know for a fact this is gonna happen. I feel it. That's your next page. Death all around. Next page. Like, I think we're gonna have to get rid of this one and that one. Just so it's a little bit bigger. Go. Right? Right? Like, oh look, I have. Did you see that first page? The first thing, it's like, here are the things I'm going to draw this month. Done. This is in progress. 15,000 sketches for each one. It's like, dang. And here I thought I was good with my G.I. Joes. I know. You know, and here I was like, I'm doing alright. Like, nope. And come on, and then Hernandez dropping 3 pages, 4 pages. Oh, gosh, come on. Like, man, like, how about you cut us some slack? Jeez, man. 3 inked pages. I was like, God. Was so hurt. I was like, what is going on here? Oh, those are your tasks for the whole year? Okay. I thought it was just for this month, and I'm like, dude, like, cut me some slack. fast. You have no room to talk, sir. Zero. This much room. Zero room to talk. Talking about, yeah, he fast. I'm like, although it's still, to this day, it's still sickening to watch Hernandez work. It's so mean because he comes in and he's just like, and then comes in with his pen. I'm like, how? Dude, we had the same training. Do strips? What do you mean? Oh, no. Because you gotta be funny. I can't do... one thing... What the hell? One thing that I realized is I'm not funny. Right? I'm not the guy who can do funny. And while I'm trying to do something in the alt account by doing by literally doing like 5 panel pages, sort of, you know, it's like, it's tough for me. All you super fast people drive me crazy. That or animation. Animation made me slow. I'm not even gonna lie. I spent more time trying to make that animation. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna make this look good. It takes so much. Like, I think what animation teaches you, if you're gonna work it, is that it doesn't need to be clean until way later, right? Like that's something that I've picked up by doing animation. Is like, you're just like, it's all right, we're gonna do something else, you know? Like, it don't matter. Like, jeez, because I can't. You know, it would be really cool if all of us did a convention together. Like, as the group, you know? It's like, as the studio. Get the old kind of studio ready, yeah. Oh, the Kia. I have them down here. Okay. Ugh. All right, hold on, real quick. All right. So these are the 2 that are left. Deformation Tycoon Leader Series. All right, so that's one, and then this one's clearly Megatron. Deformation Tycoon. And look what it said. Oh, come on, focus. The Camouflage King Kong. That's this one's name. You want the Megatron one? Okay. This is the one that I kept. There we go. Because mine says Deformation Robot 5. But I was like, this one's kind of cool. And I'm worried. I'm worried about opening them. Like, I want to so that it can be out. And people are like, ooh, what Transformer is that? I'm like, nah, it's not a Transformer. But, I don't know. Oh no! It's like, oh my goodness. I missed the con circuit. I'd love to hop on that again. Maybe when the kids leave. No, man, no. Get a babysitter. I'm telling you, if you're gonna wait, what? How old's your youngest? You're gonna wait like what? 14 years? 15 years before you go to a convention again? Go to the local ones. You know, they've got them out there in Texas. You Megatron in the box, yeah. It's probably what's gonna happen. Knockoff Transformers from Puerto Rico are the best. They're pretty dang good. Take fifth. Whoa, it's big. Lurkola. Let's see what kind of stuff I have. Aw. See if I have a cool font. What is this? You didn't see it? Oh wait, here you go. Hold on. The Deformation Tycoon Robot Series. Right, and then we got a Megatron. Clearly Megatron with the USSR Red Star. Look at that. This one is known as the Camouflage King Kong. Camouflage King Kong. Oops, turned it back on. Okay. Iron Groot, what's up, Mama? How's it going? I'm currently trying to see if there's a font I want to use different than those look awesome. Where'd you? Puerto Rico. Got them from Puerto Rico. Hernandez went back home and went and found that awesomeness. Is that 13 people? Oh, looks like we got 12. 12. It was 13, or I'm looking at 13 now, yeah. 13. New high. What? 13 people. As we're making this list. Sidebar, I have quite a few Puerto Rican students this quarter. Really? I'm actually going to be able to see my students for the first time because literally most of them, they haven't even put on like their camera, so I have no idea. Like, no clue. New actual people high rather than the bot high? Yeah. What is this? Mistral? Random factoid. It's cool though. But like I said, I'm excited to be able to see my students. Like at one point we talked about, oh no, we've never seen each other, and then like 2 or 3 people turn their cameras on, which is kind of cool. But for the most part, I have no idea what my students look like. And it was weird. I was at Otakon and I had some students and they rolled up to me and they're like, oh, Professor Tillman. I'm like, hi. And they're like, I'm in your class. And I'm like, and that's supposed to mean what to me? I was like, that's real nice. I don't know what to say because, you know what I mean? It's like, I have never seen you. And they're like, oh, I'm such and such. And I'm like, oh, well, hello. On their camera. They could be. Come on, man. We are in a pandemic. We're literally in a pandemic. What do I care? Do your work. You know what I mean? It's like, if you want to send someone else in, go for it. What do I care? Just do your work. You do your work, great. You don't want to use Photoshop, great. But when your mess breaks down and you can't fix it, don't come to me. I don't know. That's one of the big things that I've realized. People are like, can I use this? I'm like, sure. You use whatever the heck you want. And then they come in and they're just like, so this happened. Do you know how to fix? I'm like, nope. I don't know anything about Procreate. Nothing. I don't have an iPad. Oh, I found this free software. It's this. And I'm like, okay. It's not working the way I hoped it to. I'm like, and you want me to do what? Oh, I had to put a kibosh on that? See, did you put a kibosh on it while you were teaching online? Because I think that in the school, because even when I was in Norfolk, right, they're like, well, can I do it in this? I'm like, you can. You absolutely can. But just know this, that I can't help you if, it's like if you decide that it's not working or something like that, I can't help you. So, because I don't want their to me and saying, how come they don't know this software? They should have learned it when okay, fair. But when this whole thing happened, I was the only professor in graphic design when I was teaching it. Right? I was the only one. And so, you know what I mean? I was like, and now I'm the only illustration professor. So mostly I'm going, look, I'm teaching concepts and stuff like that. But you guys, you doing animation, I mean, that all ties in. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't know how to use something that's a software that continues the whole way through, then that's you know, especially when it's specific. Like if you decided to do Maya, but everyone else in every other class is doing 3D Studio Max, while you can still do it, the interface is different, it's going to take you longer, blah, blah, blah. That's on them, right? And I can see how you'd not want to do that just to streamline the process throughout the whole thing. But I guess in my what I'm doing is I'm teaching more concepts. You know what I mean? So it's like, this is color theory, this is composition, this is storytelling, this is character design. And so it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to be like, you want to use Krita? Use Krita. I don't care. You want to... When they're like, can I use GIMP? No. That's where I put my foot down. I'm like, I'd rather you use MS Paint. And they're like, don't do this. Wouldn't use the school year when it was ready. Yeah, okay. GIMP is awesome. You shut your face. You are lying out of your face hole. MS Paint? I that's why I said you can use MS Paint. How legit is MS Paint? Like, for real? Like, they finally got layers? I mean, like, come on. That's always the fun. I was like, no, man, they legit. I'm like, really? Are they? They actually legit? Guess we'll just have to use it. It's weird. I was like, I can teach it. Yeah, I actually had to use that for a job. What? Oh, wait. You mean to tell me you had a professional job and they're like, yo, we need you to use GIMP? Ah. No. No. Oh my goodness. But if you go to advanced character animation, you don't have to Loom. That's problem. Yeah, okay. What are they buying? Yeah, it's like Photoshop Elements in the day. Really? Okay. For the retro set, looking for some sort of challenge. Okay. They were being cheap. Wow, that's horrible. I mean, artwork on Deluxe Paint 5. I mean, you can do every and anything. You know what I mean? Like, that's not the question. Like, if you can, I've seen people do fantastic art with Excel, and why? Right? Like, I've seen it. I've seen people, and they're just like, yeah, look at how awesome I am in Excel as an artist, and it's like, gross. You know what I mean? You're like, ew. Why are we? Why? What is happening right now? Paint Shop Pro. It's the one song I really don't want to get behind. Here we go. I want to know where I can get legit true granddaddy Mac Paint. Mac Paint. Hell yeah. Yeah, exactly. No, seeing these, it's like, that's cool, but why? Why are you? Just why? But I mean, it's cool, right? Because you're just like, that's awesome, you know, cool for you. That's really interesting that you're able to do something like that. Good for you. Seems like a waste of time. Payment joy. I don't know what happened there, but okay. Where were we? There we go. Sorry, looking for reference. Okay. And I'm trying to. I downloaded a pack for word bubbles and stuff because I started trying to make them and it was just once again came to the point in my career where I'm like, I could make these or I could just, you know, have someone else make it. So I'm just gonna use that, you know, and if I need something specific, then cool, so be it. But until then, we're half weird. All right, so as per usual, the free artist in me says, create and to express is perfectly, of course, even more inspiring, given the lack of features and it's only the need for compatibility with others that leads to the road of doing it what everyone else does. That's fair. I mean, if, like I said, if you can do something creative on your own, then have at it. But it's just, you look at that and be like, I could have made that, you know, I could have drew that, or I've done that in Photoshop, and it just would have been a lot easier. All right, so we've passed the hour mark. Hope you guys still don't mind. It's great to see this many people legit in the stream. I'm gonna run my faux cent. Hold on. Oh, I was told to hold on. The mod squad has spoken. Don't run it yet. I'm not running it. Not gonna run it. Script, panel templates, halftones, balloons, and captions. Balloons and captions. Let's see what this one is. Let's see if we like this one. Nope. Word balloons. Okay, here we go. I don't think so. Looks like I might be getting my own word balloons anyway. What are these? Let's see, let's open them up.
The Ninja Empire is
What?
free,
What?
dominant, and unstoppable. Our ninja spirit is fueled by fire and driven by razor-sharp determination. When we take on a mission, we must succeed or die. Our style is unique and deadly, and no one wants to suffer the wrath of the Ninja Empire.
Thank you so very much for that subscription. It means so much to me that you would actually come in and support the Ninja Empire. You are the newest ninja to join the ranks. Thank you so very much. Enjoy.
The Ninja Empire
What is
free,
going on right
dominant, and unstoppable. Our ninja spirit is fueled by fire and driven by razor-sharp determination. When we take on a mission, we must succeed or die. Our style is unique and deadly, and no one wants to suffer the wrath of the Ninja Empire.
Thank you so very much, Miss Ebony, for dropping those gifted subs. Thank you so very much, and allowing some people to absolutely enjoy those emotes that we were able to make beforehand. Thank you so very, very much. It means so much that you would be willing to do that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now you can run your full. Now we can run our full hands. All right. First, we're gonna drop this back down. Play some music, and then we're gonna run our faux cent ad. Pew. Make that money. Faux cents. And yes, and definitely drop some of that ninja hype in the chat. Need it. What just happened? You were gifted a sub. You now have access to the emotes. And when I run an ad, the ad doesn't affect you. Ooh. Not what I thought I was gonna need, but okay. Okay. I think I gotta find the gotta look into my old Torment folder to get word balloons from that comic that we worked on. There's so many. Oh wait, there's PNGs. Oh look. Look at that. What's this one? Oh, for CS3 it's okay. Now I got you. Okay. Wait, so we can get rid of these. Because we got Photoshop layers. Word balloons. Just bring those in. Oh. Oh, they are all separate. Okay. Let's say. Let's see. Nope, I don't think we'll be using those. This is another one. Like, I probably should be doing my lettering in whatchamacallit. You know, that place. Illustrator. From Domo's channel. Just give me back. Nice. Has he wait, I haven't caught him stream. When has he been streaming? I completely missed it. Just do it. I don't have any dialogue. No, there's only a very select few people who can pull that off, and I am not one of them. Gotta drop that white down. But you could be. I cannot. He's uploading to YouTube now. Oh wait. He's uploading now, or he's only uploading to YouTube now? guess it doesn't actually need to be curved, right? In theory. He's streaming on Twitch and uploading to YouTube as well. Huh. I missed it, I guess. I haven't seen, like, every time I check Twitch, I don't see him. The 1 year, do you want to do an entire trade paperback worth of non-dialogue strips containing a full narrative? That would be awesome. Wyatt Manga? I have heard of Wyatt Manga. I follow him. He's like, I follow him. Far. Monday. My Monday's been pretty good. I've been actually pretty, I would say pretty busy, to be honest. Drop this opacity a bit. Maybe not that much. Resting and recharging. I was able to get my drawing done. I did the new like notifications of going live and stuff like that. Did my grades. I'm gonna look over and do my grades. Set up class. Been doing some work. All right, so A. Still be a bit too big. I know you were. And I was answering him. I was saying something to him. Okay? I can talk to people too. Oh. Okay. Alright, got my interest. What are we doing? I mean, it looks cool. at them effects. Oh, we about to die. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Is this just the advertisement? I'm like, is this the advertisement for the toy? Or is this the show? Because holy crap. Okay, it's for the show. I was about to say, I'm like, man, they put in all kinds of work. That's pretty cool. Too bad it doesn't too bad it doesn't transform you into that. Because that would be pretty sweet. Your page 1 seems to be coming along. I'm almost done. We're almost done with page 1. Almost done with page 1. It's like getting all of the fine details and stuff going. Like, how do we do this? How are we going to pull this in? How do we still make the word balloons look like it's part of the page and not something that's dropped on top of it? So it was a lot of learning for this first page, which I think was absolutely important. And so, you know, so yeah, it's been great. Oh no. Now I gotta try and find my comic font. It was expensive though. You notice actors holding a dagger. Oh, okay. It is January 17th, and so far all I bought was a brush pen. What'd I buy? Did I buy anything so far? I don't think I bought anything. Art-wise, yet. I don't think I bought anything art-wise. Yet. No, not yet. So do any of you guys know the burn? Yep. I know it. Probably never see it again. It was worth it. That's true. I'm glad you got it. It is all part of the fun, figuring out the approach, format, and ideas. I know. I thought it was cool. I'm very happy with it. I just found it in my archives and thinking of put it in my for sale. I mean, so a lot of people are all like, you know, Burn Hogarth, that's the thing. Like, he has a strong style. It's very dynamic. But what I've seen in class is that people they're learning, but they're not learning from him. They're copying him, right? And with the drapery, I think it's, you know, you're like, all right, that's cool. But when they're doing all the dynamic anatomy and stuff, they're not learning anatomy. They're learning Hogarth's anatomy. And like, it really shows. You're just like, oh man. Oh my goodness. So the creepiest looking view of What was the thing? I can't remember the font. Like, I downloaded a font, I went online and I was looking for what people are using as far as for comics, what the pros are using, because, you know, you got to try and keep it all. Oh, there it is. Now let's try. No need to keep that. It's like no need to make that all huge like that. But now I think we need to move it. Who are noodles? Well, I mean, I know why a lot of people will buy it, right? Because they're just like, oh, well, everyone's telling me I need to buy this book. Like, that's just, it's just, it's a popular book, right? And I get it, but so many people are getting it because they think they want people to get it, right? Like, it's like the people who will get the How to Draw the Marvel Way just because people are like, you should get How to Draw the Marvel Way, but never really be like, oh, well, I need to learn how to, you know what I mean? It's like, I need to learn how to make this work and stuff like that. Like that goes away. And so it's really weird. Christopher Hart books, yeah. I think we might need to drop that still just a little bit, because that's still being affected, but I think that's the way we want to get there. I think that I'm gonna have to drop these down too. I'm gonna move this over just a little bit so this kind of comes more in a line. That's why I'd want this, like, it's not gonna fit there, but OFE is a watered down version of all the other great art books you should. It's like a terrible Cliff Notes version. Yeah. Yeah. Pack house tonight? Yeah, it was great. It was like, yeah. The Hogarth stuff is very 40s industrial. Yeah. It would be nice if we could get another run of someone who would do something like that. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Where you go, hey, these are really cool. Like the idea of doing a very dynamic, anatomy book or drapery book or stuff like that, I think would be great. By someone more modern would be awesome. All right, so this means we need to this one and you. Over to be like right there, right, and then also nope, not 19. 16, 16, 16, and do. So, alright, cool. And then this. Well, you know, they're actually remaking How to Draw the Marvel Way. Like, it's coming too. Like, it's not like, oh, someone would like to do it. Like, it's in production, and I forgot who's doing it, but I'm actually really excited about the new How to Draw the Marvel Way, so that it can get an update from, you know, Buscema. Because while that's awesome, don't get me wrong, it is awesome. Times have changed, the art has changed, and I really hope that they also, I know that it's going to be How to Draw the Marvel Way, but it would be really cool is if they also are going into digital, maybe do some coloring techniques, because nowadays, for the most part, especially the youth, right, they're not coming in here going, you know what, I'm going to draw it traditionally on paper. They're just not. So okay, I hear you. I'm gonna accept this color. It's gray. Come in here. We're gonna double click that. We're gonna go gray. What? Where'd it go? I don't even know what just happened. Stop it. Got enough layers as it is. Ah, now I know. Okay. So we gotta do that. Trying to be difficult here. Bam. Well, tomorrow is the start of another year of work. I'm resting, my timer is. Oof. Already 1/24th the way through 20. There we go. And drop it to 84. Yeah. I don't think that from here you go bam and then color. Yeah, I'm not. It's like, we counting it down like that? No! Ugh. Come on, we're so close. Save. Here we go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do another format where I drop you guys down below so that we can always see the art. There you go. I'm happy. Man, I think it looks cool. Saved on this end as well. The save. That is officially page 1. T-minus 1 hour, and we finished page 1. What is this stuff? That can be thrown away. Group that up. Try to make a little bit more sense out of this. So this is the text. That's on top, and everything else is pretty much there. You go. Woo-hoo. What's up, Anthony? What's going on, man? All right then. I'm gonna have to figure out something else to do. Because the cameras, I gotta put all the cameras back together, so I guess. Okay, we got that as an AI folder. Okay, so that can go away. Don't worry about that later. Nope. Word balloons. Nope. 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 Late night projects? Always. Always. I don't know, where did... You ain't doing nothing wrong. Character posters. It's like, did I save that somewhere else? Oh, you're doing late night, right? Like you're doing late night? I definitely wanted to draw out the cover. I was like, oh wait, definitely, what is like character posters? Oh wow. Man, I totally forgot about this. Forgot about this one completely. That is not where did my what? It was like started at the beginning of this year. It was like we finished the character design, and then it was like, all right, let's get this started. And the first page has been a lot of experimentation, trying to figure out what I'm going to be doing with Photoshop, the textures, the percentage that the word balloons have to be. You know, it's like I can't have them at 100% because the white will be too strong. You know, stuff like that. So it was a lot of experimentation trying to figure out what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it. Now it's just going to be a bunch of drawing. Like from here on out, and depending on when this project comes through, but we will be over here, over there. I'm going to put everything back together, right? And we're going to be over here, and we're going to be drawing. And we're going to be drawing traditionally. And that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be drawing out all these pages. So, and I do want to draw the next page for sure, but the thing is I firmly believe I should do the last 5 pages of the graphic novel that I'm putting together, because I know I wanted to get like the graphic novel out by AwesomeCon. I'm being realistic at this point. Like, I know that this took a little bit longer than normal, but I also know that as time goes forward, right, school's gonna kick in, and you know, a lot of other stuff. I have projects that are coming in. Like, I'm going to be working on the Into the Spider-Verse card set, so that's supposed to be coming by the end of the week. You know, so there's things that are going to be coming that I'm getting paid for that's going to push this behind. So I wanted to make sure that I had something for AwesomeCon, right? And so I was thinking about doing a source book, but the last 5 pages really does lead you in. Like, it's interesting. It gives you a little bit more information about the Black Dragon, and it's an interesting way how it ends. Like, you don't know that those are the last 5 pages. Like, you guys do now, but you know, when you're going to be reading the comic and we kick to that, it's just like, what? It's just, it comes back around and tells us. But this way, I can literally put together a nice book that introduces you to the comic. You will see the pages that I've already done and be like, this is how far we are. And, you know, and still go, here's the source book that gives you the backstory of every single one of these characters, right? Which you will then eventually see as we move forward. I'm kind of excited. And then I just have to promote. Like, I wanted to finish the first page. I started promoting, right? Because I did different Instagram post images, like streaming images. Like, I've told people that I actually have a schedule, right? Like, I'm like, hey, I have a schedule now. This is when I stream, and I posted it up before 5 minutes before I streamed. So, you know, I'm gonna be bombarding people, be like, hey, don't forget, I stream on, you know, I stream, you should check it out. I stream, you should check it out. Because so many people are like, wait a minute, you stream? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I had no idea. I'm like, I'm gonna change that. And then I'm going to be slowly but surely, like, dropping, promotion is a pain, but I'm gonna be dropping like headshots of characters, and it's like, psh, here's this character, but not really giving a lot of information, and then bringing it back later and going, here's this character, so you get to see the full character, and then give a description. It's like, this is what's happening, kind of like a mini backstory, because I want you to get the source book that gives you all the backstory. You know what I mean? So, but at least that way I know I will have a book out for AwesomeCon. But where did my... So I had something. I'm hoping you'll be working with Ninja Empire pitch into that talk. Yeah, no, absolutely. And I want to show people, like, this will probably be the first time that I actually have like a PowerPoint, but not and it's not going to be a PowerPoint, but I'm going to go, look, you know, you want to pitch something, right? It's like, oh yeah. But it's like, so you want to pitch, and here's this thing, and, you know, kind of go through all the steps, and then go, all right, look, like, I've done this already with this game. Now I'm doing something else. You know, now I'm going to do something else. What have you done? Are you just working on your project? Because I'm working on my project, and I've done this. Look at all these things that we've put together. Look at all this. How much, you know, in 2022, and this is going to be a good one because I can literally count all the promotion pieces that I've done on social media. It's like 2022, I've been doing bam, 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 this. I've been streaming the production of this product this many times, this many hours, you know? And so I think it's going to be even more comprehensive as far as, like, you can't just sit on your butt, you know? When and where is AwesomeCon? It is July July something. June. Sorry, I was wrong. June 3rd through the 5th. And it's in Washington, D.C. But we were working on cover ideas. I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is. Might change this up. I might change this up so that he's still in this half stance, but we get to see his sword, right? And it's like something like, right? And so we get to see his sword, whatnot, and then of course, you know, the famous like that shot where we get to see the bad guy, right? In the blade. You make your cover after you finish, unless you're going for a more generalized approach. Well, I know how the thing is I know what the story is. You know, like, so I already know what I'm doing. Like, I'm establishing, like, this first one is a lot of trying to establish who you're dealing with, right? Within a small story. Like, this person has a story, this person has a story, that person has a story. And we establish something, and it literally sets you up for like, oh, it's you. Okay, so you get to see the Black Dragon do his fighting. Then we get to see the 5 families. Then we get to see the opposition, and then it cuts back to the Black Dragon, and you're like, oh, it's about to go down. Things might shift and change. True, but I mean, I have covers. Right, like if for some reason it was like, oh, you know what, that's not gonna work, it'll be a print. You know, but I don't plan, like, I want to, and I think that this would be, you know, a little bit more dynamic of a panel, like, right? And so, but to have something like that, because not only it goes both ways, right? So you can look at this panel or this page and go, this is about his life, right? Like, or what he's done. Or it's the opposite, it's what happened to him, right? So it plays on both sides, which I think is pretty cool. And what I would love to do, what I would love to do then is do 2 separate covers. You can literally do 2 separate covers where the other one is his other half, right? Which is the bad guy's other half, with the blade, with his blade showing the Black Dragon in it. That might be interesting. That could be fun. That could be really fun. But let's see, what else do we have? See. Alright. Lurk. I don't know why it's not letting him lurk. It worked with AG not just fine. Nope, there it is. It was just slow. Streamlabs is just slow. Because I don't know, like, the first one, I'm still trying to figure out, like what do we do? I'm gonna probably do a couple like not covers, but a couple prints, I guess. But to see, like, you know, like the first one, like I'm still stuck on the first where I was like, this is the cover. But you can AG, you were like, right, because things change, right? Like I designed this cover, the first one, if I can find it, Ninja Empire. Designed this first cover. Come on. All right, did this first cover, which I thought was really cool. All right, we got a nice texture and stuff. It's blue, right? But this was still when I'm looking at this and I'm going, this is a cover for a cartoon, like a DVD cover or Blu-ray cover for a cartoon, right? Which is cool. I like it. I do like it. Here's the thing. She's different, he's different, and he's different. So their designs are all different, right? Their designs are all different. And like everything I was doing beforehand dealt with blue. Like I was doing blues, right? I was doing all the blues, which I still think is cool, right? And I love having all the having characters in the background, people that they gotta see, you know, like that. It's kind of like a movie poster, right? And I was like, this is cool. But then if you look at this, right, these are not the same, you know, because that's all bright. And while there is a texture in here, right, there is a paper texture in here, right, this kind of like old-timey paper going, hey, you know, this is an ancient text that probably someone found or something like that. This is still a DVD, you know, like this is still a Blu-ray cover, right? Right? And so I might come in and be like, all right, well, let me change these three up. Oh yeah, it's like, but let me change these three up, put it in the brown cover, put the, you know, the paper texture and everything over top of this, and then it's like, here's your cover, right? Like this, I still like this cover, right? I like this a lot, but do we do one more? You know, do we do one more dynamic? Like we, you know, you're like, here's a comic book cover and it's on the shelf and you want it to stick out. Or do we do something, you know, it's like, hey, here's something more stoic, some fire, some dead ninjas, you know, and stuff like that. Or, you know, do we come in and make it more graphic? See, it's like, yes! And to be honest, let's be honest. This one right here, right now, it like sums up a lot of me, right? With the idea of using the composition, putting stuff, like, even though, like, with the sword, and it's like, oh, there's important information down here in this corner, there's more information that's up here that you're seeing back here, it's all on fire and all that kind of good stuff. And then the half face, all right? So it's like, half face. And then if we go, hey, get this other cover, right? Like, so when the Kickstarter kicks in, you can be like, hey, here's this cover, right? You can get this cover. Or you can get this cover. Or you can get both covers, right? And they butt up against each other and they, you know what I mean? I think that, to be honest, that's probably more me. And it's probably what I would do for the first book, right? And then maybe even get a watercolor and then do a watercolor version, but not this, but do something else. Like, here's these different covers. And maybe that's what I do, right? And be like, here are the different covers for this book. Here are the different covers. Yeah, here are the different covers for this book. Use this one and be like, use the first original Ninja Empire cover that was supposed to be a cover. Even in your explanation, your comic is evolving. I know. Everything. It is very open, but I'm just going. How can you make more? Because I think it's cool to go, this was the first one, right? And then you look at the book and you're like, this is not what it ended up being. But I do see myself doing these covers, like this one, with the other guy's face in it, but having, he can still be like, something like this, still have the half face so that we can connect the other half face. Or maybe it's just, you don't actually need to see him holding the sword, right? And you can just be like, I understand that he's holding the sword. And so maybe this is it. You're just like, this is where we are. This is it. Crazy sauce. Miss Ebony, you're gonna have to help me out here. So I got, the people over on my Patreon, they're not the most active people. I'm gonna start, I've waited a couple days. I'm gonna post some other stuff and be like, hey, here's this comic, check it out. And then I think throwing sketches up here like this, like random sketch dump, is gonna be what happens. But how is it that the vote, which came in pretty quick, is literally 2 and 2? Why? Why is it a tie? I'm like, come on. You couldn't have another person just go in there and be like, this one, thanks. Nope. Gotta be a tie. Hoo-yah! Flip a coin. Well, normally when the don't know, I voted. Normally when it becomes a tie, I just pick. I'm like, I'm not even gonna let fate decide. I'm just gonna pick. I mean, like, screw it. Doesn't matter. Let's go! Getting beat up? No! Not gonna make it. Yeah. People die. People dying all over. No, don't let her go back and get it. You guys are all gonna die. What? Dirty pool behind the castle. No. Ah. Hooray! Super rigged. Rigged. You cheated. Um. Mod Squad. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. No direction right now. Oh, you know what? Let's, since you know, it's all about trying to draw the next ninja. Do that. Get that out of here. Control new. So, NFTs. You guys changed your mind about them yet? Because, I don't know. I have to say, they're seeming more and more enticing as time goes on. You know, it's one of those ones where you're like, you probably got to jump onto it. Oh, really? Based on the research I did. Yeah, I also heard that it's probably like a lot those people making like super millions. You're like, it's money laundering. But like I said, man, they're making a lot of people making some good bank. Make sense out of it. Yeah, like I don't exactly understand the allure, and that people are making, you know, that people want to pay. Yeah, no, I know. I was talking to him before, and I was like, yo, you know, talk to me about it. And he was like, okay. But then, you know, he directed me to someone else. And I'm like, yeah, okay. That's cool. But it didn't make sense. I got a whole bunch of... The big thing that I got was a whole bunch of, terminology and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that's all nice and good, right? That's cool and all, but what? And so I thought about it, right? Because a lot of people are making... like avatars or something like that, and it's there's one, it was a monkey, like he drew this monkey face, and then it was just, I changed the background, I change the color of the monkey. I change the background. I change the color of the monkey. I change the color of the monkey. I change the color of the background. And they're like, hey, we're gonna, you know, and I was watching this one YouTube thing, and they're like, look, we're gonna put this in a generator. You're gonna develop, you know, it's like you're gonna have 10 backgrounds, and the background was literally red, yellow, blue, purple, green. And then we're gonna do, you know, like 10 different eyeball shapes on this circle. We're gonna do 10 different, you know, they're doing like emojis, and like we're gonna do 10 different eyeballs, 10 different noses, 10 different mouths, 10 different these, 10 different that, right? And then you put it in this generator, and the generator made like 100,000 variations, and that's your drop, right? And then you're like, okay, I spent 2 hours and I let the machine do all the random generating and it put it all together, and now I have this huge library that I'm going to drop, right? I don't know. NFTs so far is stuff being sold from people who don't know what NFTs are to people who don't know what NFTs are. Okay. Wouldn't you like to make some money off of that? I mean, because I know there are people, you know, and they're like, oh, you gotta leave your Bitcoin money in there to generate blah, 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 right? And it's an investment and all that kind of good stuff, which is fine. But I'm look, okay. So I'm still looking, and because it's expensive to do it. Been like a year since NFTs first dropped in the scene. Have any of them been sold on the secondary market from what they originally sold for? I have no idea. That's not the research I've been doing. but if I was like, all right, because this is what I was really thinking. I'm like, all right, so what if I did, right? I've got my ninjas here, right? And now, right now, it's like, all right, so we're gonna select this gray. All right, let's go ahead and select similar. All right, so we selected similar, and now I'm gonna make a whole bunch of different NFTs, right? And I come here and I'm like, all right, orange, right? White, pink, orange, dark orange, brown, different colors, you know? And it's just like, I mean, we come here and we're just like different color, bam, 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 you know, bam, 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 and you're just like, and all I've done is I went down the thing. And I was like, different color, 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 right? Because all it is, hey, we're talking about NFTs. But if it's like, all right, different color, different color, different color, different color, different, right? And it's because all it would be is control, you know, do the control V, drop, different color, different color, different color, different color, different color. Okay, leaving. Look, man, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around it, right? Like, I know that people are like, oh, it's, you know, the world's dying, like the world's dying, you know, but it, if, so what I was saying was, okay, I take this ninja, right? And I just take the front one and that's it, right? Bam. And then you slap a whole bunch of different colors on it. And so it's like, all right, right? Because we went here, green. All right, so now I got a green ninja, right? But then you can also change the little embellishments, and it's like, all right, and then you change the skin color, okay, right? And then that's it, and you drop 200-300 of these kind of like ninja avatars, and it's like, all right, cool. Then you do another one where he's holding, you know, now they're in a position where they can hold the sword, like, oh, you did another ninja drop the sword, you know, and it's like 100-200 different weapons that you've just put in their hands. Or maybe it's not even that you change the weapon, is usually, I don't know, but I'm looking at something like this going, I can see if it works. Because here's the thing, and I know that people can hate and not hate, and like, good job, don't, might lose some friends, might get some friends, I don't know. But if I drop this, right, and I'm telling people, and I go to the Twitter pages and I start talking it up, like, hey, I want to drop this ninja thing, hey, check this out, look at what it's gonna be, isn't this cool, blah blah blah, whatever, right? And somehow some dude somewhere through the purchase auction, because I still don't even know how that works, right, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, someone bought the set for 40 grand. I would take it, and I would pull it right out. Right? Because I know a lot of people are like, no, you gotta leave it in, and it's like, I'm not necessarily gonna buy anything with, what is it called, Ethereum, right? Like, I'm not gonna buy anything. I don't foresee myself doing that. And so, yeah, go ahead, pull it out, pay the taxes on it. I'm done. I just made 40 grand. Right? And you keep hearing about all these little kids making, dude is an NFT seller. Make the money, pull it out. Thanks, here. But, I mean, it's one of those things, like, people for some reason are like, it's the NFT buying side that I've had a hard time understanding. Yeah, like, I'm not trying to buy anything. I'm looking at this going, okay, is there another revenue stream that can be done? And to be honest, I'm so curious about this because it's the world that my students are really gonna jump into, right? Like, this is something that's probably gonna evolve and transform and all that, but I have no information to give them on NFTs. None. Because I have no idea. I've never done it. I haven't gone through the process. No idea. No freaking clue. And so I'm like, if you do it once and you're like, hey, even if I did this and made like $300, you know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. Guarantee of right of ownership having to do with copyright and selling rights, and I'll be interested. Here's the thing, because I'm looking at this and I've been told it's all about the contract that you write with it, right? Which is fair. I mean, you got to figure out what in the world kind of contract you want. But if I'm like, hey, I've developed this very generic thing, that's, I'm like, here's my generic thing. And it's like, but I own it, because I did some legal reading, and it's like, the way that it is at this point is that you get to own that avatar, or this ninja. Let's say you're like, I love green, I bought this ninja, and now I can put this ninja on my stream, right? Like, you have the right to put it somewhere, but it's not yours. It's literally like if I bought a commission, right? Like, I commissioned someone for work, and then I go, oh, well, I scanned it in and I put it as the background of my thing, right? And then, because those are the rights you have, but what you don't have the right to do is reproduce it. Do patrons get a free one? A free NFT? I'll give you a free freaking NFT. Be like, here you go, you can have it. I'm perfectly fine with it. Be like, here you go. But like I said, it's at a point now where I'm going, I'm probably gonna at least try it once, right? I'm gonna try it and I'm gonna see what happens, because I want to know the process. Is the process hard? Is the process actually easy? Can you make it, like, because I'm not in on the NFT world in owning an NFT if I don't have those rights, right? That's the thing. I don't know why people are going bananas about NFTs. Like, that's the thing that's killing me right now. That's the thing that I just don't understand. It's like, if you don't, like, and it's very open. Like, they're very, very open about the fact that you own nothing. And I'm like, if you own nothing and yet you're paying $700-800, why? Why? Just why? I need to know. And that's the thing. Like, everyone who's been like NFT sellers and stuff like that, that's the question I ask. I'm just like, why do people want this? And apparently nobody knows. Yeah, I'm sure that they know, but they don't want to say anything. And I'm just like, I don't understand why people would want to pay this much money for a JPEG. But maybe I'm missing something, and I wish that someone would be able to tell me. Scam talk. And it's just, I don't know. Like, I want to get it's like, I want to know the real deal. But there are people who absolutely swear by it. You know, there's like, this is something that everyone should be doing, and those people who are not, you know, because I watched a video of this one guy who was on an interview, and he made, what did he say he did the first time? 1,000-piece drop or something like that. And that chain, that drop, that whatever is still selling $400,000 US. 12-year-old kid, right? And he's getting the news covered it. He was out in England, the news covered it, you know, all kinds of stuff like that. And he was just like, okay. And then people are like, so, you know, are you gonna pull out the money? And he's like, I'm gonna keep it there in the long-term game and blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, shoot, this is the old man game, I guess, because hell, if for some reason I would drop an NFT set and then all of a sudden they're like, hey, congratulations, someone bought this for or multiple people have bought multiple things for $400,000, and be like, out. I'll take it. I'll take it out. Thank you for my money. However the exchange rate works, I don't care. Just give me that money. And that's my struggle right now. You know? So, I don't know. I'll keep you guys posted. Analogy I've used everywhere is that an NFT seems like the eating a candy bar with the wrapper on. And you know what? I'm like, all right. You know, it's like, all right. Thank you for that. But Vikia, you could do NFTs of the process of how you make your stuff, the videos. Be like, oh look, I made stuff. Get the NFT of it. I don't know. And he's like, hell nah, I'm doing it. Again, it's been a whole year. I've not seen a secondary market for resale NFT shows up. I think people have, but I have no idea. Right? Like, I have no clue. It's just, once again, it's just not something that has jumped on me. Like, I'm like, I gotta do this. And people have told me, they're like, dude, you need to do this. There were people who looked at my half faces and they're like, you should make NFTs of these. And I was just like, it's not even mine though. You know what I mean? Like it'd be a color pop of freaking like the Flash or something like that. You know, it's like straight up copywritten stuff by somebody else, and it's like, oh yeah, you can still do that. I'm like, wait, what? You make NFTs of stuff that's not even yours? You know, like nobody's getting in trouble for that. I'm like, I don't know. I just don't know. I'm gonna work on opening my online shop. Also, Rahman would divorce me if I considered NFTs. I know. I know her stance on it. But see, here's the thing. Hear me out, right? You dropped an NFT set, and then all of a sudden you're like, hey, hon, I just made $400,000. I made $400,000, right? And you minted. It took 6 hours, 8 hours, whatever, however long it takes to mint on the blockchain and all that kind of stuff, right? And you're like, it took 9 hours. It took 9 hours to mint, and it was up, and whatever. I made $400,000. We're gonna use 100,000 of this to plant trees. 50,000 to plant trees. 50,000 to pull trash out of the ocean. Just like every other day, someone's getting their art stolen so someone else can attach an NFT to it. Yeah, see that's the thing that sucks, right? People are just like, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna make my own NFT. It's like, wait a minute, you can't do that. It's mine. It's like, whatever. The other weird thing about them is that the art is so bad. I know. That's my point. Like, because I was honestly going, what if I made a whole bunch of these like ninjas? Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? You know, can I make an NFT of like that? And I'm like, no. You're like, what? So, the reason no one's getting in trouble is because no one's messing with either the mouse, the rabbit, or the plumber. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. It's very, very fair. If that happens, though, what damage does the original rights holder actually lose? I think they just lose the money that could have gone to them. Yeah, but since there's no rights attached to the NFT, the original author gave up. The original author hasn't actually lost anything. No, true. It's just like people who, you know, they take your work and they're like, I put it on a shirt, and they sell it, and you're like, what the hell? All right? It sucks. It does. Art theft. It sucks. It sucks. But it happens. You know what I mean? I mean, my stuff got stolen, and it's like, dude, like, stop. You know, I was like, you should stop. And they're like, I made this. I'm like, no, you didn't. And especially because I got chewed out. Like, I got chewed out for my own work. And I was like, wait a minute, what? And they're like, how dare you use this work and not credit the original artist and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that I'm the original artist. And they're like, no, it's not it. This person over here, because, you know, they were fans of them. And they're like, this person over here, it's theirs. And I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure. I'm like, look, because it was a wrestling thing. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is Jeff Hardy signature. And what's weird is if I'm not the original artist, why do I have a picture with him and the, you know, him signing it, and why do I have the original? Like, it's my, like, and they're like, oh, and then so I went to the other person, like, you gotta stop. Speaking of Mickey Mouse, in the 1920s Mickey Mouse version should be hitting public domain next year. Really? Oh yeah, Steamboat Willie. Yeah. I wonder how they're gonna take that. Basically, the real loser is the chap who bought the NFT. It's still that way. It seems that it's still that way. That's why so many people are going, oh, it's money laundering. Because they're just like it's this big old JPEG, and you're like, yay! And then, you know, someone's like, I made a lot of money off of this. And you're like, but why? Why did you make a lot of money off of this? But, you know, some people, yeah, I still don't want someone selling Crimson Fly merch without giving me a cut. Yeah, right. You don't. That's understandable. Brand damage, yeah. That's true too. Now, all these things are very true. I could have given you some money instead. Yeah? I mean, it's true. It sucks. It sucks. I don't know. Like, every time I see a new video about it, you know, I'm just like, oh man, you know, if it works, you know, it's like, if it works, if it actually works, would it be worth it? You know, do you then go, no, I'm not gonna do it because this is stupid and blah blah blah, and you're like, okay, that's fine, you can stand there, you know, you can do that, but you know, because everyone's like, oh well, it's gonna bust, right? Like, we're gonna hit the ceiling, this is a fad, it's gonna go away, and blah blah blah, you know, whatever. And if it does, if the whole idea of the NFT does go away, wouldn't you really would have liked to make a couple grand off of it? I mean, because isn't that what we're normally doing though? You know, you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this trend to try and, you know, make money and all that kind of stuff. You know, what's the difference? I don't know. I don't have the answer. It's just one of those ones where, you know, I'm curious. Because if it could work, you know what I mean? Like I said, because I hear that, you know, you've got some kid who's literally got $400,000 in their e-bank, and they made some weird whale. That was the thing. It was like weird whale stuff, and it's like, what? Dang. Here I am struggling as a teacher. But NFTs don't fall into survivorship basis. Also, with the rep they have right now, and C5 being so attached to me, if people see C-Fly on the NFT, that'll sink my rep. It's fair. So that NFTs as a product aren't immune to common copyright and trademark law, so you could find relief there from brand damage. Yeah, hasn't stopped any of the thieves. True. It's like, true. But I mean, I don't know. Like I said, once again, I don't know. But the idea of it seems good. And I got people that I know, like big old business people that are in the industry, and they're like, oh yeah, man, this is it. And you're like, really? All right. Like, should I get into it? They're like, yeah, man. It's like, it's a gamble. You know, it's like investments, but once you know where to go and how to do it and all blah 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 blah, you're like, yeah, it's not that bad. You're like, all right. And I would really like to know what Popman is putting out there as NFTs. Like, that's something I would want to know. It's like, what are you actually putting out? Are you you putting out stuff you're not supposed to? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that's if you have the copyright for that, you know? Yeah. Convincing more and more people to buy in to be successful. Get smooth. These parents sink a lot of time and money into MLMs. Yeah. But see, that's the thing, right? It would be like Unless, of course, it was wildly successful, which I don't believe, right? But if you come in and you're like, all right, I took that, I put in 8 colors, all I did was change all the colors. That was my first drop. All these ninjas in different colors. And I'm like, all right, and it cost me, somehow someone was like, oh, I put it on the blockchain for free. And it's like, all right, so if I drop something for free and then make a couple $100 off of it, like, I mean, granted, a couple $1,000 would be better, but I don't know. You know, if it's something to where, because like you said, the art, you know, you see a lot of the art there and it is straight garbage. And you're just like, ew. And people are gobbling it up. So it's like, well, if that's the case, maybe if we put something out that's not garbage, you know? I don't know. I just don't know. Do you have it minted? Picked up. You're out the color. Yeah, that's true. And it also depends on when you mint, right? Because depending on the usage of things, it can get way more expensive, take way longer, stuff like that. Oh, you're telling me to save? No, really just scribbling around, to be honest, but we can save it. Ninja Head. Because I don't really have any characters that I need to develop anymore, so really just playing around. Let's justify that as like paper materials. Yeah. Right, and it's just, but it depends, right? Because like if they're like, oh, well, it costs, you know, it's gonna cost $1,000 to mint it, and like, man. And that's the gamble, you know, like, it costs $1,000 to mint it. And like, what are you talking about $1,000 to over here? But I'm pretty sure that there are people who are like, oh, well, I've built up a reputation and all that kind of stuff. And so I know that when I put my $1,000 blockchain or, you know, whatever drop on there, that I'm going to make it back tenfold. Like, so. Of prints to sell, yeah. That's right. That is right. Weird. It's just weird. That's all there is. It's just weird. Sucks to buy an NFT. I agree. Like, I would never buy an NFT because it doesn't seem to make sense. Because I don't know what I'm getting. You know what I mean? That's the weird part. Right. I know you can get it cheaper. I've talked to people who have done it, and they're like, no, you can get it way cheaper than that. And then there's others like, yeah, you can also get it way more expensive than that. So, well, at that point, would you really care if you've already sold it? You know what I mean? Like, you mint it, and then you're like, okay, here you go, guys. And then they buy it, and you're like, all right, sweet. Now I'm going to make prints. What do you care? Just saying. But anyway, great discussion. I mean, after it's sold, yep. Exactly. Especially since who knows what NFT, like, I don't know, but we can always come back to this conversation. I'm gonna do some more research because I am, like I said, I am interested. Sounds like a scam. Yep. I am interested in seeing what. I'm interested in seeing what. I'm curious. I'm really, really curious to see how it'll work. So, anyway, that was it today. Right? We've come to the end. We finished our first page. I like it. Looks great. Fantastic. Booyah, booyah, booyah. I'm so happy about this. And so now, you know, we even got a little head. We got another, sticker head that we're gonna be drawing or finishing up. So we did a lot today. And then we started talking about NFTs, which was awesome. The lore is that you are the one and only owner of the digital version, and that's awesome. Now you can also buy the print version of the digital thing you own too. Right. All right. So, like I said, thank you so very much. Thanks for the host. Thanks for the bits. Thanks for the subs. You guys are amazing. Thanks for hanging out, and getting into a heated debate about freaking NFTs. It's like, thank you. You guys are awesome. And as always, remember, born a ninja, die a ninja. So, is there anyone worth rating? Should we rate somebody? Anyone rateable? Should we raid somebody? Raid? See who's... Your boy Drastic is at it again. Let's see, who should we be looking at? Anyone? Anyone else I have? Nope. Anyone that would need it? Sure. I guess I need to look. What is it, Joe? Yeah, sure. We'll raid him. Sure, absolutely. Go over here. Let's say jump live. So I'm gonna wait for my ad to be over. Once again, like I said, thank you guys so very, very much. You guys are awesome. We're gonna go ahead and get this raid going, and then we're gonna turn off music because we got to get the mantra. And like I said, I will see you guys. We'll be back on Wednesday. Join us for the raid, and if you can, drop the raid call. It would be awesome. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome, and I will see you on Wednesday.
The Ninja Empire is supreme, dominant, and unstoppable. Our ninja spirit is fueled by fire and driven by razor-sharp determination. When we take on a mission, we must succeed or die. Our style is unique and deadly, and no one wants to suffer the wrath of the Ninja Empire.